guys, thanks for checking out this video. For this video, I'm going to be targeting turbot from the shore. I'm out here on Jersey's northwest coast. I've literally just finished my night shift and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give it a go. I haven't done this for about 2 years and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Conditions look ideal, but there is a little bit of swell and it's fairly big tide, so I might get pushed up on these rocks to the extremities of what I can actually fish today. But I was dying to do it, and this looked like my only opportunity this early in the month, and hopefully there's some turbot here. There's a chance of a small-eyed ray as well, but more than likely when that sun comes up, it's going to be time for the turbot. I'm going to rush through getting my gear sorted, and then I'll give you a really quick run through the baits and the tackle that I'm going to be using in this session. Right then guys, just going to get my rigs ready that I'm using. I've got a up and over rig that I'm going to be chucking out, so that's going to be going on one of them. And for my other rig, I'm going to do a to fish 2 baits, I'm going to do a 2-hook clip down rig. The turbot here, they're not massive, so using like a clip down paternoster will be fine, especially in these conditions. It's rather than using running rigs, like sometimes the running ledger for the rays and stuff like that, the fixed rigs work pretty good in the swell. I don't think there's too much swell, it's just the size of the tide that we got today. So I'm going to be using these leads off the beach. They're pretty good, they're like the pyramid ones, but they come in a little bit nicer over the sand. So yeah, I'm going to chuck them on. So guys, the rods are set up now. I just need to bait up, and today I don't know how well it's going to fish, but I bought 2 packs of medium sand eels, raided Mr. Fisher's freezer, and grabbed a packet of these the other week. So yeah, going to chuck one of these on and I'll show you how I do it. It's pretty much the same as everyone else, but I tend to try and shy away from using too much bait elastic if I can help it. I want to make everything look pretty natural. This bay that I'm fishing now in the summer, loads of sand eels, loads of pinned sand eels, and that's what the turbot are here to feed on. So if they've started to come through, then there's a high chance the turbot are going to be on the feed and are going to be looking for something like this, and perhaps not like a squid and a sand eel sausage wrap thing. So going to bait up with a single sand eel. I'm actually going to leave the tail on this one as well, even more natural. Not too much bait elastic on there, just enough to keep the bait in place. What I like to do is get it clipped up first. So it's clipped up. I just need to put it up and over this little component here. Apologies for my filming, I'm sort of rushing at the moment. And there it is. It's pretty much the same for the 2-hook clip down rig, except all I do is just do one on each hook. Exactly the same as I've done there, a little bit of whipping. So I've just thread the single one on through the head, similar to the other one, and I literally just whip a couple of times around the hook as well, just to secure it in place. I try to use as minimal amount of this stuff as I can. So like that, guys. And I'll do that with my bottom one as well. So I'll just go through the head. Just slide it down. Doesn't matter that the hook's up half the bait and not down the bottom, because the turbot will literally gulp this down when they take it. If we're lucky to get one, that is. So yeah, just a standard 10J hook for these. On my other rig, the up and over rig. I think I've got like a 3.0 single VEALS BMX. So yeah, that's the hooks, that's the baiting up. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a rush, I just want to get fishing. There we go. Nice 2-hook clip down rig. Right guys, don't have to lob this too far out, just need to get it past the breaking waves. That's probably where they're going to be sat, so it's just a case of giving it a little bit of an overhead thump. That's all that's needed. That looks all right. It's actually probably in a nice position, that. Right, now it's time for the up and over to go out. Again, just another overhead thump. Happy with that. Thought I'd quickly show you my seat box. I've got a nice little rig winder holder at the top here. That's an eBay jobby. This little bar here is from VEALS mail order. It's handy for holding like your disgorgers, nail clippers, your knife, your scissors, and I've even got a UV torch as well for if I'm fishing the beach for like sole or something. But like I say, I haven't done this for years, so this seat box has literally just been sat there pretty much in the garage doing nothing. I've got a little rig wallet here, which I like to keep all my hooks in, and I've got some Velcro on the back there and Velcro on the side of the seat box, so I just do that. I like to use the rig winder boxes if I'm not using them for my lead weights. It's pretty good for the grip leads. And then I just got a little bits box which I chuck all my terminal tackle in there. Got my rod tip lights and some swivels and beads, etc. in there. Obviously leader line as well, and some hook length line as well. I just use the amnesia spools, they're nice and small, and I've just done a strip of Velcro along the side of the box there, and then just Velcroed the spools, and they can just come it on and off pretty easy. They usually hold up pretty well. You don't tend to open the box and everything's falling off everywhere. The Velcro seems to do the trick. Yeah, that's pretty much it, but can fit quite a lot of stuff in there. I mean, I've got my 2 reel bags with a spare spool in there, and my GoPro box with my GoPro batteries. So guys, that's both the rods out now. Then you've got this one here on an up and over, and this one here on a 2-hook clip down rig. I've not put them out far. I don't know if you can see out there, literally just where the rollers start to develop as they're coming in, these sets of waves. I've literally just put them out the back of them. It is a fair distance, but yeah, it's as minimum as I can get it. I don't want it too far out because otherwise you start getting the dogfish, I find. Yeah, just a little overhead thump's all that's needed, especially here in Jersey with our tides and that. There's no need to go penduluming really. So a quick look at the setups that I'm using, guys. I forgot to show you before, obviously in a rush. It's the Shakespeare Black Extremes 15 footers. I like to use them off the beach. They come with a twin tip, but I usually just use the heavier tip. The tip it comes with is more of a quiver, but I'm not too keen on it, to be honest. But I might try it in a later video in the summer for the bream or something. But attached to these then, fitted to these rods then, I've got the Shimano Ultegras 14,000, which are pretty much, if you're using like pen reels, fixable, they're probably about an 8,000 size. Shimano, I think they just do it slightly different, so these are classed as 14,000s, and they're loaded with Varavash Sport. I believe this is £22, and I've actually put a bimini twist in for my leader knot, and I've got a £60 leader, and looks like we're getting a bite already. Now I'm not too sure if that's turbot. It might be, because that's a slack line bite and there was a little bit of a bounce. Usually what you're looking for with the turbot is the rod to sort of just bounce up and down like a sort of vibration, with a little bit of a pull down. It's different to what you'd get from like a bream bite. There's a chance there's dogfish out there now because it's just gone first light. There might be the odd one or two on the beach, but I've got a feeling that's a turbot. I'm just going to tighten up on the rod tip there, see if anything develops from that. I'll get a bit closer so you can see. It's sort of like a little bounce, but it's almost like a, oh, that looks a bit better. Let's reel in and find out. Please don't be a dogfish. Please don't be a dogfish. It was weird at first. The first bite when I was talking to you about the setups I was using looked a bit turboty. There's something on there. Little bit of weight to it actually. Could be a dogfish, although I'm not sure. And I've left my net and all the excitement at the top, but the swell looks like it's okay. So, and I've got a leader, so I might be able to just winch this up. Staying fairly deep. Now it's pulling. It could be a turbot. It is a turbot, and it's not a bad one either for down here. There we go. Not too bad at all. Nice little turbot that. There you go, guys. He's not a monster, but they're certainly out there. There we go. Look at that, guys. First cast, first trip. Not a bad size one. Happy with that. Am I holding him the right way up? Whoa, whoa. It's like a flappy pancake. I hope that picture comes out all right anyway, but lovely morning, straight after my night shift. Well worth it. First cast, turbot. Not a bad one at all, actually. Gonna go and chuck this one back. It's nice to put them back, knowing that next time I come down to target them, especially this time of year, there's going to be one or two. Got to watch it with this swell at the moment. There's a bit of it, so off he goes. He'll probably hang around there for a bit. Time to get another bait out. Mission accomplished so far. Yeehaw! Well, that's a good start so far, guys. Probably about half an hour into the session, already got one turbot. Gonna reel up that up and over rig now and see what was having a poke at that before, and then maybe rebait it with just a single sandeel and fling it out in a similar direction as the turbot will bite him.
Yeah.
Well guys, I've been down here about 3 hours now, and one fish to show for it. Thankfully it was a turbot, the species we were after, and it was on the first cast. So I've literally just been sat here the whole session pretty much anticipating the next bite. I just wanted to say thank you for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That would be much appreciated. Until the next video, until the next shore session, tight lines, and I'll catch you in the next session.